Hey guys, welcome back to another deck profile. Today, Legendary Johnny have brought you a deck profile of Asura Senpai's deck, Raidraptors.
Yes.
This sneaky little shun bitch.
Shut up. Okay, so for starters, I run
a sky full of light.
Okay. Triple Vanishing. And obviously that's just self-explanatory. It's basically the main thing of this deck. I run Triple Shark because it's basically the monster born of this. Double Mimicry because Search, but 3 would be a bit too much. Cards I just got today, I'm running. Thank you, Toru King Senpai. I'm running Triple Fuzzy.
Triple Fuzzy. Just do that, it makes it so much easier.
1 Singing. Oh, the Triple Fuzzy, I'm running 3 of those because if I control another Raidraptor monster, I can just special summon them from hand. So, it's basically like Black Wings for Raidraptors. And then, that's why I run 3 of those. I only run 1 Singing, because Singing's effect is like Fuzzy Lanius's, but it can only be special summoned if you control a face of XZs and it only has 100 attack and defense, so it's kind of useless. But I figure run at least 1 for all the times where it might be useful. I run 1 Zephyros, 1 Gale, because I do like Synchros.
XZs multiply. No, it's good.
1 Harpist, though I'm trying to get a second one, I just don't have it yet. 1 Summoner Monk, I used to run 2, but I didn't have enough spells to justify it. So that's it for the monsters. Next up for the spells, I'm running 1 Foolish to get that Mimicry or Fuzzy to grave. I'm running 1 Revolution Force, which is one of the rank up magics. I'm running 1 Raptor's Force, which is the other rank up magic.
Would you please explain to us what these magic cards do?
Okay, so Revolution Force, basically Revolution Force, first effect is the basic rank up. If you control a Raidraptor XZ's monster, you can use it as XZ's material for a Raidraptor that's 1 rank higher, using it and all of its overlay units as the overlay units for the next one. But then its other effect is that and that first effect is on your turn, and on the second effect, if on your opponent's turn, your opponent's monsters outback these units, and you can then activate this on their turn, and take their XZ's monster, and use it as overlay material for Raidraptor monster that's 1 rank higher than it. So that's always pretty useful. And then the Raptor's Force is just got it today. It's when a Raidraptor XZ's monster you control is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Raidraptor XZ's monster from your graveyard, so it doesn't have to be the one that was destroyed. So say like Rise was sent but Blaze is engraved, you could special summon Blaze instead of Rise, and then you use that one to special summon 1 Raidraptor XZ's monster that is 1 rank higher than it.
So pretty OP.
It is pretty OP. So that's that. Next up, I run 1 Book of Moon for the times when I really need things either to go to defense or I want their effects not fail. Winda.
So,
I run double MST. I mean, you could run triple. I know. Against the people that I face, the back roads are never that worrisome, except for Toru King.
what about dating? Dating somebody.
He doesn't run in a back road that I can MST where it won't pop off an effect.
This is true.
Next, I run double Raidraptor Nest. And if you don't know what Nest does, basically once per turn, if you control 2 or more Raidraptor monsters, you can use Nest effect, and it's a continuous spell, to add 1 Raidraptor monster from your deck or graveyard back to your hand. So it's great. It's the recycle and search power kind of like all in one. Next up, I run double Dark Hole, and that's it for the spells. And the double Dark Hole is just because it's double Dark Hole.
Destruction.
Yes. For traps, I run double Fiendish, mainly because I don't have any more breakthrough skills.
Why do you prefer Fiendish? I'm breakthrough skill over Fiendish.
It's not that I prefer it. It's that if I had a choice between the two, I'd probably run another breakthrough over another Fiendish.
So it doesn't take up space.
Yeah. Next up, I run 1 bottomless for those times when people are bitches. I'm looking at Toru King right now.
He's looking at Minnie Mouse.
Well, Minnie Mouse is over there, but yeah. I run double Raidraptor Return, and you might not know what this card does, so I'll read it off to you. Okay, so its effect: if a Raidraptor monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 Raidraptor monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. And then, if a face-up Raidraptor monster you control is destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card, so Raidraptor Return, from your graveyard and add 1 Raidraptor card from your deck to your hand. And you can only use that effect, the banish effect, once per turn. Of this card once per turn. And again, search power, recycle power, like almost every single Raidraptor card does. I run 1 Solemn. I run Readiness at 1, though I want to run that 2, but I only have 1 right now, so yeah, deal with what you got. I run 2 Mirror Force for the express purpose of it being Mirror Force. I run 2 Raptor's Gust, and if you don't know what this card does, it's if you control a face-up Raidraptor card, it doesn't even have to be a monster.
Life points.
Yes. If the opponent activates a spell or trap card and you control a Raidraptor card, so like Nest or any Raidraptor monster, you can activate Gust, and it negates the activation of that spell and trap and destroys it. So it's good for that effect negation. Piss people off and whatnot. That was Toru King. I run double Call because when I get to the extra deck you'll see. I run 1 Acres Attack. I want to run 2, but we need to find our other one. I run 1 Breakthrough Skill. Again, I'd like to run 2. And then I run Compulse because why not? And that's it for the traps.
So pretty much the gist of this is Raidraptors are pretty trap heavy.
Yeah. And they're very heavily focused on swarming the field with Raidraptor monsters, which is why Raidraptor 4 Strix, when it finally comes out, will be great. But I don't know when it's going to come out. Moving on to extra deck, I run 1 Ice Beast Zero Fine, to make this, you need 2 level 4 winged beasts, which in the Raidraptor deck I just listed, honestly is not that difficult. I mean, the only non-winged beast monster, sorry, had to yawn, is Summon a Monk, and I mean, Next up, and Zero Fine's effect, you can detach a card from it. You can detach one Xyz unit from it, and all face-up cards your opponent controls are negated. Their effects are. And then Zero Fine gains 300 attack for each face-up card on the field except itself. So if you have face-up cards, their effects aren't negated, but you gain 300 for each face-up monster card you control, and each face-up card your opponent controls, and all your opponent's face-up cards are negated until your next standby phase. Then I run 1 Utopia to piss people off, 1 Black Ship of Corn.
Oh, can we go back to Utopia real quick?
I guess.
It didn't really piss me off earlier, did it?
No, it didn't. But you can shut the fuck up.
Okay.
1 number 50 Black Ship of Corn, because I need rank 4s. That was one of the ones we had. 1 Gaga Cowboy, which, well, not Toru King, which, Dede-kun is letting me borrow right now.
Which I let Dede-kun borrow.
Exactly. 1 Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis. Honestly, I'm able to go for this card a lot more often than you think. Because Mimicry's effect honestly helps a lot, because Mimicry's effect allows you to raise the level of all face-up Raidraptor monsters you control by 1 during the turn it is normal or special summoned. So yeah, that's 5. That makes Raidraptor monsters level 5, and if you only control 2, then yeah, go for Tyrus. If not, Blaze is probably your best bet. Then I run 1 Raidraptor Rise Falcon, which requires 3 level 4 winged beasts, but its effect is pretty awesome, because basically you detach 1, and then if your opponent controls a special summon monster, you can add that monster's attack onto Rise Falcon's attack. Rise Falcon only has 100 attack normally, so if your opponent doesn't have special summon monsters, don't go for Rise Falcon. It won't happen.
Which is going to be really unusual.
Yeah, I did it once. Didn't work. I mainly did it because it was the first time I was able to go for Rise Falcon, and I was like, finally!
So
and I got wrecked.
Don't pull this. Don't use this card against US Engines.
Yeah, no, this card would work totally against US Engines. Next up, and yeah, so the rest of the Rise Falcon spec is it gains the special summon monster's attack, and that attack gain is permanent unless they like breakthrough skill, in which case its attack goes back to 100 until the end of the phase, until the end of the turn. Then it'll go back to what it was before. And then this card can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls, which is awesome. Next up is the rank 5 Raidraptor Blaze Falcon. You need 3 level 5 wing beasts for this. Again, Mimicry makes that pretty possible. And its effect is that you can detach 1 Xyz monster from it. No, you can detach an Xyz unit from it, and you can destroy as many special summon monsters as your opponent controls, and you inflict 500 damage for each card, for each special summon monster destroyed by this effect. So basically, if you're running someone who's swarming the field with special summons, this card will just absolutely shit on that. And if you're against something like Construct, it's very good against Construct.
Why are you looking at me when you say Construct?
I was making sure you were awake. Toru King seems to be dying.
I'm good.
So Blaze Falcon's other effect, while it has Xyz material, it can attack directly. And when it does and it has 1,000 attack and 2,000 defense. Rise Falcon and Blaze Falcon have 2000 defense. So yeah, so it has 1000 attack, and it can attack directly while it has Xyz material. And then when sorry, I had to yawn again. Okay, so then, and when it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So it's great for things that are just annoying, like just normal summons, like things like that. Yeah. The next card, and really the only way I can see to go for Revolution Falcon, which is the rank 6, which requires 3 level 6 winged beasts. The only way I can see anyone being able to go for this is with the rank up magic cards, because otherwise, if you can do it with otherwise, I mean, you must be some sort of god, because I've never been able to pull that off. But yeah, its effect is seems to be broken as all fuck. So yeah, I'll read its effect here. So it has 2000 attack and 3000 defense. Its effect: you can detach one Xyz material from this card. This turn, this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. At the start of the damage step, if this card fails an opponent's face-up special monster, that monster's attack and defense becomes 0. And then, if this card has a Raidraptor Xyz monster as Xyz material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the attack that monster had on the field. So yeah, this card's basically banned as all fuck. Basically, it's just amazing.
So it gets on field, all fuck skill.
Yeah. Next and that's it for Xyz. Next for Synchros, I run one Ancient Fairy, because it's a Sign of Dragon, one Black Rose, because Sign of Dragon nukes the field. Oh, I also run Ancient Fairy because 3000 defense. Pretty decent. So yeah, Black Rose, because nuke the field. One Armor Master, because Armor Master, oh, battle, no fucks given, I can't be destroyed by battle, and I take no battle damage from attacks involving it. So it's beautiful. Next up, so that's it for level 7s. I kinda want more, but yeah. Next up, for level 8s, I have one Red Dragon Archfiend. Except the only way to go for level 8s in this deck is with Mimicry's effect to raise a Raidraptor's monster to level 5, and then having Gale on the field, you can go for a level 8. So honestly, they're just there to take up space. So why not?
I mean, you're always doing that shit.
I mean, on the off chance that it does happen, I'm excited. Next up, I run one Thought Ruler Archfiend, which is also level 8. One Stardust Dragon, which is one of my favorite cards ever. Mainly because I absolutely love the wind attribute cards. I don't know why. I just really like the attribute.
Don't let this fool you. His favorite card is Cybertech Alligator.
Yeah, my favorite card is the Cybertech Alligator. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's not that impressive, but I love it.
Any reason why you love it?
I don't know, I just love it. Mainly because, like, I lost it, and then I was just going crazy trying to find it, and then I realized, oh my god, I actually, like, secretly love this card so freaking much. It was weird.
Send out an Amber Alert, guys. Cybertech Alligator. Missing. How long?
Like a year now.
It's probably dead and buried.
Yeah. Next up, that's it for level 8s. For level 10s, which the only way to go for level 10s is with Rise Falcons and XZ. You can't.
You're running Leo.
Yeah. And then last I run Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Tree, because bam, for all fuck. Third one under attack can't be targeted by card effects until my main phase 2, which I don't even have to go into. though with Raidraptors, Shelblanius uses main phase 2 a lot, and a lot of Raidraptor plays that I make happen in the main phase 2. So yeah, I know. But yeah, the only way to make this card is, in my deck, I want to run more Gales, but I only have one, so I can only run one. So the only way to make it is if you have a level 7 on field. And the only ones that you can really have in this deck are the Synchros. Then you can use that Synchro. You can like call the Haunted Gale, and then you can tune for Leo. That's honestly the only way I've yet to be able to do
Joey from Pokemon. Just like, hey, my top percentage rat tat. It's top percentage.
Yes, it's top percentage Gale and whatnot. And that is it for my Raidraptor deck profile. I hope you enjoyed. It's not complete yet. New Raidraptor cards are coming out. I still need another Harpy Harvest. A few other things. But it's about the best I've got right now.
And sometimes this week we will have a Ritual Beast deck profile for you guys. And Ritual Beast versus Raidraptors.
And maybe Shadolfs.
Yes.
If Data-kun is feeling.
And we are hoping by next weekend to get you guys a Gusto profile. Deck profile.
We are trying our hardest.
Honestly, didn't think
Gustos
was
was
that
so
good.
bam.
We
were at the sneak peek today, and Gustos were just kicking out. Gustos were honestly kicking ass.
They raped. This guy got mad salty because he was raped by Gustos. He was running Shadolfs.
It was not Data-kun.
I didn't beat that guy. I faced him. Not the Gusto person. The guy that the Gusto person made salty. The Shadol guy. I faced him.
Guy was.
I didn't beat him like I wanted to, but I completed my goal. I pissed him off.
And that was really it, because he was just a salty bitch, and no one likes salty bitches. It's just fact of life.
Right?
You're a salty bitch, people don't like you.
Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Tell us how you like the video.
And you can see Data-kun in the background.
Bitches. Alright. But, this is definitely not the last Raidraptor deck profile.
Not even close. New support's coming out for probably a while, because Arc 5's in full swing, and Arc 5's where the Raidraptors live, essentially. If you haven't watched Arc 5, do it. It's awesome. It's much better than Zexal. Zexal sucks.
Obviously, everybody hates Zexal.
Yes, everybody hates Zexal.
I'd like to give fucking you a sort of high five
to the face.
Yeah, right?
Like that dual gator. Just like, get that scatter out your face, bitch. As you can tell, we hate you. Astral's okay. Astral's pretty good duel. Yuma though, he's nothing but
like, you know how Chicken Little was it? Yeah. Right? Like how the sky was falling, but it was like really those tiles. I'd like to high five his face to those skies.
Pretty much. But his face would probably break the sky. So yeah.
He makes a good point.
So yeah. If you haven't watched Arc 5, especially the Shade, not Shade. Shade's the gay name that they're giving the Raidraptor guy in the English dub. In the English sub, his name is Shun Kurosaki. Honestly, the coolest name I've ever heard in anime, ever. Don't know why they're changing it. They're a bunch of idiots. So yeah.
And they fuse like Namekians.
Who does?
Yuya.
Yuya fuses like Namekians, yes. Spoiler alert.
if you haven't watched the sub, spoiler alert. Yuya fuses like Namekians. What the fuck are you doing here? Get out of here.
And if you have watched it, you'll know what the fuck we're talking about. If you haven't, that's inspiration to go off and do it, because you'll know what we're talking about.
Holy shit, that's blue.
That's very much blue.
Look at the screen.
It's blue.
It's blue. It's black.
As the French would say it, it's bleu.
I'm taking punch. Pretty good. Good. It looks blue. Okay, so anyway, yeah. New Raidraptor sport's gonna be coming out for a while, because Archive's in full swing, and one of the main characters uses Raidraptors, so yeah. New Raidraptor deck profiles are probably gonna be coming out as new support comes out. So look forward to that. Yeah. Until then, peace.
Legendary signing out. If I can press the fuck button.